Hare Krishna. Something came up recently that I've been sitting with, and I'd love to share with you all just a reflection, not from a place of knowing, but from a place we all find ourselves in, trying to discern what's real, what's ego, what's actually Krishna. So here is what happened. I was in a conversation and I share a perspective, something that I've been contemplating. And the person responded with, well, that's your opinion. So people often say it's your opinion where everyone else is entitled to their opinions. And at first, I just brushed it off. But later I started thinking, is it really just about opinions? Or is it there something deeper happening here? Have you ever noticed when you share a philosophical point, especially something deeper or something you've realized, people sometimes shoot back with, well, that's just your opinion. Now, I don't know about you, but that line is starting to sound like a spiritual version of I don't want to deal with this right now. Because what I notice is often when we say that's your opinion, what we're really doing is dodging the discomfort of truth. Not because we are bad people, but because we don't know how to digest it. It's like being offered prasadam with ingredients we've never tasted. We don't know if it's nourishing, we're just unfamiliar. So we push the plate away. So in Vaishnava tradition, we don't deal with opinions. We deal in truth, the eternal principle revealed through śāstras, guru or sādhu. So truth, by definition, is unchanging. It's not a trend, it's not an algorithm, and it's not your truth versus my truth. When people lack the ability to recognize truth, they tend to either ignore it, argue with it, or worse, they try to gaslight you. Did this ever happen to you? You say something like, actually, this is what it is, and then they say, oh, this is your opinion. The truth is actually one, but it's hard to identify. So when people say that's just your opinion, what they often mean is I'm not ready to accept what you're saying because I can't process it. It's kind of a defense mechanism. You see, in today's world, truth has become like an app on your phone. Everyone wants to customize it. My truth, your truth, their truth. It's as if the truth were a smoothie and everyone gets to choose their own ingredients. A little bit of science, some personal trauma, sprinkle some conspiracy and maybe a quote from a yogi on Instagram and boom. Is that truth now? No. So in Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, we don't play that game. We're not here to invent the truth. We are here to uncover it. And in Bhagavad Gita, it says that just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So, to put it blindly, if truth were subjective, then Krishna himself would be just another personality on your feed. But he's not. He's the absolute truth. He doesn't depend on our approval ratings. And as I tried to deepen my bhakti, I realized truth isn't something we get to invent. It's something we uncover with guidance. And that guidance doesn't come from clever debate. It comes from a guru, sādhu, and śāstras. It comes from the mercy of devotees who patiently reflect the light until we can see it for ourselves. So in Gaudiya Siddhanta, we learn that truth is absolute, not in a rigid or cold way, but in a sense that it is centered on Krishna, not on us. And that's a huge relief actually, because it means I don't have to carry the weight of being right. I just have to stay aligned. But what's tricky is when someone can recognize the truth, they sometimes call it opinion, or even twist it like you're the one trying to impose something onto me. And it can really feel disorienting, like you're trying to hold up a mirror and they say, "Why are you distorting my face?" And maybe they're not wrong. Maybe my mirror isn't perfectly clean yet. Or maybe there is still some ego smudges on it. But what I'm learning is, even when we're sincere, not everyone is ready to receive what we share. Not because they are insincere, but because truth can feel sharp before it feels sweet. It's kind of like when you first start chanting the holy name. At first it's hard. You feel all your inner noise. You question if you're doing it right. But then, by mercy, not merit, it begins to purify. And you start tasting something. And you realize this was never about my opinion. This was about receiving reality from the right source. So I guess I'm sharing all this just as a reminder to myself, more than anyone, that it's okay if someone doesn't agree with us. It's okay if they say that's your opinion, because maybe the real question isn't about being agreed with, but staying honest with what we've received and staying kind even when it's rejected. At the end of the day, truth isn't a sword to win arguments, it's a lamp to see clearly. And maybe our service is just to keep tending that lamp with humility, with sincerity, and with the prayer that by Mahaprabhu mercy, some of that light reaches others, not through force, but through warmth. So, not preaching here, just sharing where my heart's been. And if any of this resonates, I'm grateful. And if not, hey, maybe it's just my opinion, but I kinda doubt it. Haribo. Hare Krishna.